There's this ongoing feud within the GOP that seems to be escalating now. It's fueled by new comments from Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, who compared mask wearing to the Holocaust.
You know, we can look back in a time in history where people were told to wear a gold star, and they were definitely treated like second-class citizens, so much so that they were put in trains and taken to gas chambers in Nazi Germany. And this is exactly the type of abuse that Nancy Pelosi is talking about.
CNN's Suzanne Malveaux walks us through this.
As the Senate goes into session this week with little or no chance to passing a bipartisan bill calling for an independent commission investigating the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol, the parties most vocal are taking on each other over the issue as to whether or not Republicans to tell the truth, can be honest about not only the current events of the day, but also history as well. Congresswoman Liz Cheney, who was recently ousted in her number 3 position in the House and has since embraced her new role as the standard bearer for her party, calling out Trump's lies. She is now taking on freshman Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene for her recent comments comparing the House's ongoing mask mandate to the Holocaust. Greene said on the Christian Broadcasting Network show, The Water Cooler, quote, "We can look back at a time in history where people were told to wear a gold star, and they were definitely treated like second-class citizens, so much so that they were put in trains and taken to gas chambers in Nazi Germany. And this is exactly the type of abuse that Nancy Pelosi is talking about." Well, Jewish groups immediately demanded that Greene retract her statement as well as apologize, tweeting this, saying you can never compare health-related restrictions with yellow stars, gas chambers, and other Nazi atrocities. Such comparisons demean the Holocaust and contaminate American political speech. Saturday, Congresswoman Liz Cheney also weighing in, tweeting this, saying this is evil lunacy. Cheney is one of the few Republicans who's calling on her Senate colleagues to support this bill for this independent commission on the January 6th attacks on the U.S. Capitol. But most in the Senate, those Republicans saying this is dead on arrival. Christy, Boris.
Suzanne, thank you so much. Now, after what are deemed very insensitive comments comparing mask mandates to the Holocaust, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene didn't apologize when speaking to a reporter yesterday. Rather, she doubled down.
We shouldn't be having this kind of treatment. No one should be treated like a second-class citizen for saying I don't need to wear a mask or saying that my medical records are my privacy based on my HIPAA rights. And so I stand by all of my statements. I said nothing wrong. And I think any rational Jewish person didn't like what happened in Nazi Germany, and any rational Jewish person doesn't like what's happening with overbearing mask mandates and overbearing vaccine policies.
Do you understand, though, why some would be upset and offended by the comment?
Well, do you understand how people feel about being forced to wear masks or being forced to have to take a vaccine or even have to say that whether they've taken it or not? These are just things that shouldn't be happening in America. This is a free country.